Hey everybody, welcome back to Terastal Battles. This will be our last episode with this team since when this video goes up, ranked battles will actually already be out, but I wanted to close out the week with this team. Yeah, it's a concept that I very much am comfortable with. Very bulky trick room with a tailwind option or some sort of fast option if needed, but primarily it's bulk and trick room as well as the ability to pivot or switch around as needed. So anyways, before we get started, I have been thinking about the direction I want to focus on for uploading again and streaming. And there's like different things people will focus on. So like there's entertainment, or like education, and those are like the two big ones. But for me, it's definitely my main purpose for doing this is to educate, is to help and teach, like, or coach. Like, I want people to feel like they're improving at this game, and I think I can offer that through whether it's showcasing battles or even doing like video guides. I've done a few videos in the past that have been really helpful to people. They take more time to do, but I might be in a place where I can dedicate a little more time. And my style is so much more about the play than the team. So I'm in the camp of thinking that I think, to just throw out an arbitrary number, 80 to 90% of success comes down to the player's skill level and ability to juggle information and make calculated risks, during the time of play, as well as like how they build a team to work. The Pokemon themselves, I think, is only a small sliver of what is success. The team building part is important, but what you use, I think, isn't as important as people think. Like, just grabbing like the best Pokemon out there doesn't guarantee you're gonna do well. It's all about your ability as a player to assess risk and juggle information and make pretty quick decisions. Not like some games where it's like reactionary, but yeah. So I just want to put that out there. Like, that's so videos in the past I found is like team building videos help because it can kind of give some insight into the fundamental concepts of team building. But I do like the idea of doing videos that kind of just get to very core concepts in general about battling and building and all that, not just showcasing like this team is really good or this Pokemon's really good, because like that doesn't always help. And it looks like for our first game today, we finally came across a team that is not like a typical battling team. Probably maybe because the rule set was announced and people are like, well, I'm not wasting my time on casual battles anymore. So, but you know what? I just started talking about how I'm not necessarily, my focus isn't on entertainment, but I also do like, that doesn't mean I don't want to be entertaining when I can't. Like, so let's have some fun here. First and foremost, they have Terrain Setter, which this can absolutely take advantage of. They have Speed, which means I want this. And we want T-Tar. No. Oh. Ooh. Now we're in Gholdengo. Alright, let's see if we can hack it against two Paradox Mons and the two restricted legendaries. I was wondering when if this was gonna happen. That was the risk of casual battles, but so let's have some fun with it. And in the meantime, I can kind of talk. This gives me a chance to talk a little more about, again, like what I'm thinking for the channel. But yeah, I really want people to understand the deeper concepts of EGC. So I'm not always the best at like executing. Can't wait for when this thing's legal and that's a combo. So yeah, I'm not always the best at executing or playing the best, but I think I have a very good grasp of like fundamental concepts of the game, and like that I can at least teach that really well. And I'm really good at going back to videos and analyzing and looking back. Oh, this should have been done this way, and da da da. I'm curious if they have like Imprison Trick Room or Taunt. That'd be really good if they did. So we'll find out. If they do, this game could be over. It trapped me. Okay. That's cool. So, but yeah, I just want to like help people understand some of the more fundamentals of the game, because I think those get lost in thinking about the Pokemon. And I think the most known VGC player is Wolfglick, and if there's one thing you know about him, that dude can like win with any Pokemon. Like it doesn't matter, like, or anything, like, because he's so good at the game and he understands the game that he can win with any. I mean, the dude won a regional with a Perish Trap team back in 2015. Like that says a lot, as it is. So let's save Iron Hands, go into Amoonguss, and then we can just let's Psyshock this thing. This thing's the bigger worry for T-Tar later. But so yeah, like it's so much more about the fundamentals, and I haven't seen like good conversation around that, especially like if it's YouTube videos or like articles. And like we read a lot of team reports, which talks about the team and like how they did well. And like a team is important for sure, but I really want to emphasize the fundamentals of the game, because I don't think those are talked about a lot or taught very much, because like we think a lot about the Pokemon, so that's kind of my spiel on what I want to do. And I would love to start doing guide videos on some of those like concepts like win conditions and some team building concepts that don't look at particulars but look at what I would call universals. That is, they apply like no matter what what team you're playing with, these concepts apply all the time. Or like whenever you're building a team, these concepts always apply in team building. So I would really like to do videos on that get to those key components of the game. And I'd love to hear your guys' comments on that as well. So I think, yeah, I think it's very needed in the VGC community right now, because it's very much like click based, or like people individual. Like you just very much like you have your group of people, you work with them, and I don't like that. I'm really bummed. That's one of my big disappointments about VGC, and why I'm not very much like a part of the greater community. I focus more on my local community, because I don't know, it makes me really sad that it has kind of become so isolated, like in just isolated groups of people, it feels like. So that's my hot take on that. But and again, yeah, what that does is just makes it harder for some people to learn some of those fundamentals that are really assumed in some of those groups that have played for a long time, because they've been doing it for so long that you don't need to talk about it because you just understand it. So like once you have that, then you can start talking more about Pokemon and what feels good and what feels good to playstyle, because playstyle really matters. Like, I'm not gonna take hyper offensive teams and do super well with them. That's just not how I play the game. Where are we at here? I think it's my last turn in Trick Room. It is. So let's Pollen Puff Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice is just to get the throat spray boost. He could double if he double wakes. Okay, yep. Confusion, man. Don't you love it? Oh yeah, another thing. Whenever you guys are watching battle videos, please ask questions about like maybe my decision making or my thought process on anything, because that goes again. That gets back to the fundamentals of why I'm doing why am I making a certain play? Like, why did I go for Pollen Puff there into Farigiraf that didn't get off because of confusion? It's because I'm thinking ahead. Like, I want Farigiraf to have some HP so I can get off another Trick Room, because my play here is to Rage Powder and Trick Room, because that thing's gonna wake up. And if it Dazzling Gleams, I want to ensure that Farigiraf's going to live. Probably going to hit myself. No, we get the Rage Power off. So that's another fundamental concept, is like really like planning out your turns. One of the really useful things I've read before or in the past is that, like, if you're not thinking about the end game, you're not thinking about winning, and you want to think about how you're getting to that end game. And right now my end game is Trick Room because they have so many fast Pokemon. What I'm going to do right now is take out this Iron Hands. Because that's the only thing that's not fast. Yay, Amoonguss, I'm so proud of you. So that guarantees it is in range. Goes for Drain Punch. Now he's even more in range. Or still in range after the Drain Punch. Okay, I'm curious to see what Fluttermane does. Probably another Confuse Ray. I'm also assuming these Pokemon aren't like competitive stats. They could be. Oh, they go Parasong. Nice. That is a good move, I think, in this gen. Just mainly because of Dondozo. So Fluttermane's now gonna go down, no matter what. Now we have Miraidon, giving me that boost for my thing later. I can't Spore because of the terrain. What do I want to do? I guess I could Rage Powder and get the free switch into Gholdengo. Although I'd rather this Farigiraf go down. So let's just Clear Smog that and say, well, I'll just Hyper Voice. I really want Farigiraf to go down. Let's get a little chip. That thing's doomed. I'm curious to see how much this will do to Miraidon. I'm guessing, actually that did a little more than I expected. Ah, no, take out the other Pokemon. Whatever, I'll just keep pressing. Maybe I'll Psyshock the dragon. Yeah. Let's just... screw it, let's just Pollen Puff and... I mean, Girafare's doing a pretty good job by itself, so we may not even have to bring out anything else. So we'll just go for the Pollen Puff Psyshock into Miraidon. I'm guessing Miraidon survives, but only with a little bit. Might hit myself. I love hitting myself. Stop hitting yourself. Nice. Good job, Amoonguss. I don't even know if Miraidon has lower... yeah, just a sliver. Miraidon has lower special defense or regular? Yeah, I don't know, but some mighty legendary Pokemon. Man, if anything, that's been more of a problem is Confuse Ray. Yeah. So everything goes down this turn. Oh, that's fine. Alright, let's just double Miraidon. Let's make it go down. And then Fluttermane goes down next turn, or goes down after this. See if we can get the double hit myself. There's one. We're gonna get two. Going for two. Yep, nice. Gosh, I hate confusion. I'm so glad it's 30% now. Does that heal? Oh yeah, that move heals. Look at that. But yeah, it used to be 50%, and that was awful. Spread move that heals. That's a cool move. I'm not gonna lie, I just mementoed. That's fair. I definitely forgot that that was a move that exists. which Belly Bolt and Dene get. Belly Bolt has pretty decent special attack too. I think that it's funny they're running that Flutter Mane like you'd be running a Mischievous or something. Confuse Ray, Memento, Parasong. Yeah, that's so interesting. Alright, well, these last two get to clean up. Fake Out maybe could take this thing. Oh, that's a lot of health now. I'm gonna get the attack boost from the train. Or like maybe it. If it had less health, it might. Because my attack stat's now pretty massive. I'm not even gonna bother a Terastal. Fake Out. Yeah. Does a lot. Does do a lot. So. Alright, well, we survived our first OP Pokemon. Real talk though, I think at least Miraidon's gonna be pretty strong in 2 years. Hopefully 2 years. But yeah, when that thing enters the format in like, because they usually will include those legendaries at some point, that thing's gonna be pretty strong. Paired up with Iron Pokemon, future Paradox Pokemon, and then yeah, the Dragon typing hurts it. So okay, so here's a team. I dig this team. This has a couple concepts that I'm really interested in. So one, you have the classic Indeedee hat, which I'm a fan of. Which might, without the Paradox Pokemon, that might be more of a thing. We'll see. Maybe we'll bring it back. DD hat. Oh, DD hat, Torkoal, Lilligant. Oh, that could be fun. But then what we see is the new Pokemon's the Titan, which has all of its abilities are good. It also has Slush Rush to pair up with a Bomb of Snow there to go with the new Snow, which has replaced Hail. Another cool thing about the Titan, Belly Drum, Ice Shard. That's something I want to try out. And then of course they have their own Flutter Mane. Okay, so given the... So we gotta think this through. Like, I'm gonna lead Gholdengo because it's good for it to go the Trick Room route. I could see him doing it, even though there's Amoonguss. You can, because of the double Psychic types. How they stop that is a bigger question. I'm gonna go ahead and lead Amoonguss because in case they lead Flutter Mane. I want Farigiraf for the priority blocking, and then probably Iron Hands because they do have Ice types that I can punch. Bringing Tyranitar is also a decent option. In fact, it may have been a better option because of the Weather Wars. It also did have a pretty good matchup against most of the other stuff. So maybe, yeah, maybe Tyranitar would have been the better choice. So I imagine we'll see a Blizzard come out. Let's do Make It Rain and... Ooh, do I want to conserve Amoonguss? Because Amoonguss most likely just dies if I keep it in here, but do I want to switch anything in to take damage? I'll go into Farigiraf. I still feel like Amoonguss can be really useful later. Maybe Tyranitar instead of Amoonguss would have been better. I guess I was just... Because if I let T-Tar Gholdengo and they lead Flutter Mane, it's going to go ground. Yeah, so that makes sense. So we need Gholdengo to not get completely bodied. I'm telling you, ground. This team is weak to ground. But I could have potentially cleared the weather, not have an ice weakness. Although Amoonguss can go ground rock if I had to. Let's just see what happens here. This is a matchup I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens. And Terra Blast. Yep. Is that gonna KO me? I'm expecting it to. Oh, I lived, and it hit my berry, I think. Oh no, just missed it. Dude, good job. Does Blizzard take me out? Dude, good job, Gholdengo. Nope, hits my berry. Okay. Based on that damage, I don't think Blizzard, a single target Blizzard should take out Farigiraf. So I think here we make it rain, and I think we still Trick Room. Because he might expect me to protect, but no, I could have protected, which is a bummer. Now I kind of wish I did, but I don't. But the reason I didn't is because I... Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have, because then if he knocks out Farigiraf, I just get in my... See, I do live. Well, we don't freeze. Because then I get in my, Hariyama. I'm just going to call Hariyama, because it's not Hariyama. I get in Iron Hands to fake out and then attack. But this isn't actually bad either. Because I do get to fake out that and Hyper Voice to get the boost. And then if I can get Amoonguss in, I can... Oh, it's slower! Well, that sucks. Oh, I jumped the gun there, didn't I? Faked out the wrong Pokemon. You hate to see it. I don't even know what that thing's speed is. I assumed he would have just been max speed. But he does have the Tricker mode, so it actually makes sense that I'm not. 60 speed. So it's the same base speed as Farigiraf, and I have no speed investment. But he's probably min speed. Which very much makes sense. Well, let's see what happens when we do this. So when you get a double KO here, I did not want to use close combat, but I needed to make sure I KO'd that thing. I just, Wild Charge would have taken the recoil, which is fine because it's a Pollen Puff. It all depends what these last mons are. Like if it's Amoonguss, that's okay. If it's Hatterene, that's not okay. Flutter Pain, Dig It, Iron Hands. Okay, so they have Fig out, Pressure. So we're gonna have to go for Spore into Flutter Mane. Sucks as I can't actually kill it. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Maybe Wild Charge will take it out, or we'll just double it. He's gonna fake out Amoonguss though. You kinda have to. I can't do anything about it, so we'll just double up Flutter Mane. Either I by some miracle take out Flutter Mane with Wild Charge, or I get the Spore off. Yep. Oh, maybe expecting the protect from Amoonguss. That would be my guess. Though Iron Hands is still going to be pretty hard to beat here. Yeah, they definitely made a hard read. Okay, so let's Wild Charge that, because that thing's got to go. Like, just absolutely has to go. Tempted to Spore, but I would rather Pollen Puff in case Flutter Mane wakes up. Oh, did a lot. Is that a crit, or is he just really strong? He's just really strong. Okay, so that's not cool. Alright, that KOs, but that's gonna knock me out. Oh, I did hang on. Perfect. Okay. Let's put him... Oh, dimensions return to normal. Shoot. So we need a Rage Powder. Yeah, so now we just have to press keep pressing Rage Powder. Yeah, and see if he has. I hope he doesn't have Ice Punch. Yeah, I'm doing way less damage. I am not fully invested. Yeah, that's a little lot. Dude, he's doing a lot of damage. Is that like the difference full investment makes? Or maybe I forgot to like do something with Hariyama. It's not Hariyama. I wish I could protect Spore, but alas, I cannot. And they just forfeited. Nice. Because we thought they were wider. They weren't like choice banned or anything. I mean, that's just the difference. I don't know, maybe that's just the difference max attack makes. Because I have 140 EVs, and if I were to max that out from 195 to 211, I don't know, that's kind of an... Or maybe he just has a lot of... I'm really curious about that. That Aura's missing something. Or I didn't hypertrain. I forgot to hypertrain it. That's always a possibility. I'm really good at forgetting stuff like that. So, okay, guys. I don't think we dropped a game with the team. Granted, it is casual battles, so we could literally be paired up with anybody. Because like with ranked battles, you're kind of getting paired up with people of similar skill level, or at least similar ranking, which assumes similar skill level. I will say that. But it was fun. I really like this team. I can definitely continue this in ranked battles. But maybe use like Hariyama instead of Iron Hands or something. So, but yeah, so be looking out for the next episode, which will have a new team, and we'll be doing ranked battles. I'll shoot for the weekend. Yeah, that'd be fun. Maybe tomorrow. So, because I'm recording this on Wednesday, so it gives me 2 days to get a new team together for ranked battles. So, anyways, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you're enjoying it, and we will catch you in the next episode. Take care.